Hello, William. You are first. Hang on, I'm still sending announcements. Hello, Roy. How y'all doing? Your voice is a lot huskier than normal. Very nice. Yeah, I'm a little bit sick. Streamer, drink something. You're right. I gotta stay hydrated today. Thank you. Alright, I think I'm gonna make a new character today, William. Or I could finish up the campaign. Streamer. Yes, William? No. Who texts me? Do not disturb. Get good rest. Yeah, we're just chilling today. Nothing exciting. We're just gonna hang out, alright? What kind of character should we make this time? Do a monk that just punches people. Do a fire mage. Lightning. Ice. We could do a druid that summons things. We could do shadow, which I think also summons things. Yeah. Necromancer. We could do shadow and nature, because they both have summon buffs. Mage could be fun for sure. Yeah, let's go with mage. Pyromancer. So they benefit from might as well. That's interesting. I cast Fist. I play Yugi and attack your life points directly. Chant. Ooh. Yeah, this seems good. Let's go with that. Right. Green. Kind of looks like a pyromancer, I guess. Like you burnt off half his face, huh? Dude. What's up, Wa? I'm glad you got your Discord worked out. Much man, how you doing? Decently all right.
Adventure is taken not with the feet, but with the heart, your father would say.
I am suffering from the sickness. But that's alright. We definitely want to kill the mountain lion first. There he goes. Oh, it has to be line of sight. Okay. Oh god, they're coming. I could hit more if I hit myself. How much does it do? 13 to... Yeah. That's worth it. That didn't even hit me. Nice. Is it just me or is it still on the menu screen? No, it's showing me in the battle at least. May need to refresh, Mr. William.
For long weeks, the Bloodmask bandits had scourged the whispering woods of Freewind Forest. Common thugs like these, once mere nuisances on the outskirts of civilization, had grown bolder and more rampant. Highways and trade routes, which were once bustling with merchants and travelers, had now become perilous paths. This forest, a space of untamed beauty, had become a haven for sinister forces.
8 fucking bears. Classic. Pyromancer is pretty strong, I gotta say. Even at level 1. Not doing bad.
Trouble had not just found its way to Freewind as of late. In recent times, a palpable shadow of unease and fear had begun to creep across the land, casting a dark pall over a once peaceful realm. Kingdoms and towns, once beacons of hospitality and trade, had turned inwards, their gates closed to outsiders. Where banners used to flutter in welcome, now heavy iron and wooden doors stood shut, guarded by wary soldiers.
Streamer, drink something. Okay. I actually have water today. Thank you all. You've saved my life. I see they have timers now, yes. Anti-spam. Oh, I didn't kill him. Oh, I did kill him. I think there might be a guy here, I don't know. Can I just fireball his ass? I think it worked. I think there's just an invisible corpse there somewhere.
These woods held a special place in your heart. It was here where your father first initiated you into the grand world of adventure. You would not allow brigands to ravage your sanctuary, to plunder and defile what is sacred.
There's the boss. Excuse me, I'll just get your gold real fast. Anything else?
The Bloodmask boss waits with a calculated patience in a wide clearing. The trees around the perimeter seem to form a natural amphitheater, setting the stage for the imminent confrontation. His eyes, sharp and observant, scan the surroundings, betraying a hint of anticipation beneath his otherwise composed demeanor. It is almost as if he has chosen this spot deliberately, knowing its significance to you. Ah, there you are. I was beginning to wonder if the tales of your valor were just that, tales. He gloats. Ironheart believed that you'd come for your father's journal, but I wagered that the cries of this forest would draw you out.
The Bloodmask boss. This does more damage. Oh shit, reinforcements. Always one tile away, huh? He's dead. I have been silenced. There we go.
The remaining Blood Masks, witnessing the defeat of their leader, succumb to their cowardly nature. They scatter, fleeing into the shadows of the forest. Amongst their stolen plunder, you unearth your father's leather-bound journal. Worn with age, it contains a lifetime's worth of knowledge, gained from his countless adventures across the realm. Memories flood your mind as you recall your final moments with him. As you stand there, thumbing through the journal, a pit of worry gnaws at your stomach. Your father would not have parted with this, his life's work, willingly, nor in sound mind. If what the bandit said was true, then the old Mountain King Ironheart might hold clues to your father's disappearance. The journey to Ironheart would be a perilous path through the Forgotten Mines, veering into the remnants of a once glorious dwarven realm. There, amidst the echoes of a bygone era, the Dwarf King reigned over a kingdom fractured, its splendor lost to the corridors of time. The thought of this distant land and untold tales stirs within your heart the beginnings of another adventure.
Nice. Leveled up. See what we can get now. A static buff was always good. Just 8% more, and then an additional 12. 20% more damage is always nice. So this is also good. You know what's crazy about this Pyromage thing? The AP cost is none, 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 none. AP cost none. Maybe we get a whole bunch of like 0 AP cost stuff and just try to one turn everything. It's free real estate. Yep, exactly. Wonder if my stash carried over. It did. Alright, we're gonna be cracked as soon as we get to this stuff. Alright, which way should we go first? Do we want to go through the Dwarven Mines? Do we want to go through the Frosted Mountains? Or do we want to go through the swamp? What do you think? The children yearn for the mines. Okay. We must defeat the Black Knight to make it there. What he said. Pretty good. Pretty good. Very mana heavy though. Event.
A wild boar, powerfully built and grim-eyed, is caught in a thorny snare. The thick bristlethorn is tough as twisted iron and studded with wicked thorns that dig deep into the boar's hide. Every movement the boar makes only seems to make the situation worse. The thorns bite deeper into its flesh, drawing forth beads of crimson that seep into the rich, damp earth. It thrashes and grunts in raw, unfiltered fear and pain, its eyes wild with the primitive instinct of a creature trapped and in distress. Who will approach the boar?
Well, obviously, we're going to try and help it. We got there.
With a swift, precise stroke, you cut through the thorny vine. The tension in the boar's body eases as the vine's grip lessens. The boar stumbles, then rights itself, its eyes wide. The boar grunts, a low rumbling sound that seems almost grateful. You turn to leave, but a rustle behind you gives you pause. Turning, you find the boar following you, its eyes fixed on you with something akin to loyalty. It seems the beast, in its own wild, untamed way, has pledged its gratitude to you. You can't help but smile, feeling a strange sense of companionship.
We got boar friend. More events, more events. Alright.
A tornado,
What's going on
monstrous
here?
titan of air and fury, touches down with a ferocity that makes the very earth beneath you shudder. It is a terrifying spectacle, an embodiment of nature's raw, uncontrollable power. The world becomes a Malic whirlwind of chaos. The tornado's winds howl like banshees, pulling at you with the inexorable force of a monstrous vortex. Debris spins in a deadly dance around the twister's base, and you know you have but moments to react. You have only a moment to react.
React. Hey, we win these.
Your eyes dart around, searching for anything you can use to anchor yourself against the storm's ravenous pull. Your heart pounds in your chest, each beat a second closer to oblivion. Spotting a large, jagged rock nearby, you launch yourself towards it, throwing your arms around the base. Every gust threatens to pry you loose, to pull you into the tornado's merciless whirl. Yet, you hold on amidst the fury of the storm.
More events. My favorite.
Ahead of you, cloaked in veils of shadow and dappled light, stands a stone statue. One that bears a solemn, familiar reverence. Its form is hunched, yet poised, shrouded
How's the
in
game's
edged
volume?
folds of a
Do I need to
cloak.
turn it up for you guys?
An angular hood hangs low,
Can you hear him talk?
casting an eternal shadow over where a face would be. The rogue. A man of shadows and stealth, he used his cunning and bravery to fight a war that seemed unwinnable. He had taken on a legion of oppressors, armed with naught but a sharp blade and sharper wit. In life, he was an elusive phantom of justice, a beacon of hope for the oppressed. In death, he remains a symbol of resilience for the disenfranchised, the downtrodden, and the brave
might be a
hearts
little
who
better.
dare to resist tyranny.
Okay, William. Get extra dexterity or extra reflex. Dexterity will give us crit hit chance. Reflex gives us dodge and counterattack. I think dexterity is better here.
Justice is not always a path of righteousness walked in the light. Sometimes it is a road shrouded in darkness, a route navigated by the quiet flicker of rebellion.
Hard battle. Maximum greed, always. So that gave us this, but we'll be using the little boar.
With a reality-bending laugh that echoes within your mind, the Mistress of Chaos unfurls her invitation. Her voice is a melody spun of whispers, a coaxing thread of discord woven into your thoughts. It tastes like temptation, like curiosity, like a gamble against fate. Such a dull little toy you are, she coos, her words a twisted lullaby. Always playing it safe, always towing the line. Where's the spark, the flame, the thrill? Let's make things more entertaining, shall we?
Let's go for it.
The air around you seems to charge, the very atmosphere bristling as the Mistress of Chaos lets out a delighted laugh. Oh, excellent. This will be most entertaining, she purrs, her voice swirling around you, weaving an insidious promise into your mind.
Okay, well, I will also. Yes, I will drink something. Thank you. What to do? Boar, you go get him, okay? Thanks, Boar. You're the best. Nice. We got some good stuff. Look at us. Just look at us. We actually need to rest this time.
The flames of a bonfire dance in the air. You feel well rested.
There he is, the Black Knight. A 134 health. Let's see if we can't do this. That is not what I wanted to do. Could have swore I pressed 2 there. Oh well. You'll have to come to me. Boar, take care of them, folks. Damn, I love that boar. Oh, I'm blind. We shouldn't be walking. Boar now. Boar. No. Got my revenge. Nice, level up again. The duration is infinite. Alright, William wanted to go to the mines. Let's go to the mines. Spooter. Where do you think that spider went? Oh, it just straight up died. Walked into the fire and just disappeared.
Your eyes are drawn to a mysterious figure standing in a clearing. The glow from a crystal ball illuminates her elegant features. Her hair is the color of moonlight, her eyes as deep as the forest night, and her ears bear the unmistakable point of the elven race. Without lifting her gaze from the swirling mists within the crystal ball, she greets you. Welcome, adventurer. I have been expecting you. Her fingers trace patterns over the surface of the crystal ball. Fate has woven a curious tapestry for you. As a seer, it is my task to reveal its design. As she speaks, the mists within the crystal ball swirl and coalesce, forming vivid images. Dare to gaze into the crystal ball?
Ooh, nat 20.
A vision appears of you standing amidst a storm, lightning crackling around you. A vortex of wind swirling, fire dancing around your form, and ice spiraling up to the sky. The elements combining to empower you, bending to your will.
I'm sorry, Borscht, but this is too good to pass up. Another event. My favorite. Cursed chest.
You stumble upon a cursed chest, a grotesque artifact held together by rotting wood and bound by the spine of some poor unfortunate creature. The chest exudes an aura of decay, as if its very existence was tainted by a foul presence. The wood, once sturdy and proud, now warped and decayed, bears the weight of forgotten sorrows. Its presence alone foretells a tale of woe and warns of the dangers that lay within. What will you do?
Oof, we got a 5.
As you pry open its lid, a noxious fog envelops you, causing you to cough and sputter. You gasp for fresh air, but you have no time to recover the very earth beneath you quakes, and decaying hands of the undead emerge from the ground, clawing their way toward the surface.
Hey Star, how's it going? I'm okay, how you doing? Doing alright. Yeah, still recovering from allergies, but that's okay.
At last, the undead are vanquished, their twisted forms returning to the earth. The cursed chest,
Pollen allergy?
now
Yeah,
free from
probably.
its macabre prison of
I
decay,
think so.
lays before you. With caution and a mingling sense of anticipation, you open the chest, revealing its hidden treasure.
Not been tested? No, it doesn't happen all that often. This is the first time in like maybe 5 years that I've gotten.
You pause at the foot of a stone statue, craning your neck to gaze at the imposing figure of the Guardian. Chiseled from rough grey stone, the Guardian stands resolute and unyielding. Dressed in the etched lines of intricate armor, one hand is clasped around the pommel of a sword, its point embedded in the stone beneath. His other arm bears a shield, a rock against the tide. A silent, stoic sentinel, the statue embodies the spirit of the last defender of the stolen realm. The ground around the base of the statue is littered with shields of all shapes, sizes, and conditions. Some are
Thank you,
old
Star.
and weather-worn, edges chipped
How's
and
drawing
colors
going?
faded.
Pretty good.
Others are freshly made, their
I
polished
haven't drawn
surfaces
in about
reflecting the sky
2 weeks,
above.
I think,
Each one is a testament of respect and admiration,
but I'm almost
an
finished with
offering
one.
laid by those who admire and honor the Guardian.
I plan to finish it pretty soon.
To strike down those who would harm in defense of the defenseless.
What are you working on? It's a photo study. Hang on. Maybe I can pull it up. just switch this game capture, Photoshop. Maybe that'll work. Yeah. It's not done yet. I'm putting together a plant here. And it's almost there. That looks super nice. Thank you. It's coming along. Let me see if I can pull up the original picture, huh? So you can actually see. This is a photo study. That's the original. It's not exact, but it's getting there. Pretty damn good, thank you. Go back to Stolen Realm. We just chilling today. This game is surprisingly chill for being combat oriented. You gotta teach me hard. Oh no. I barely know it myself. I'm still learning every day. They're all gone. Just like that. There's the Minotaur. Excuse me, sir, I just need a fish real fast. I just want to be better at making characters so I can do cool fan art. I feel you. I mainly just do landscapes. Oh god, Lordy, he coming. Moo? We do a lot of damage. We're almost level 4.
As you've journeyed through the vast and enigmatic landscapes of the realm, your father's journal has become your most treasured companion. Each page of this worn, leather-bound book is imbued with the essence of your father, a guiding light in the dim paths of uncertainty and danger that lay ahead.
Dire Gaze the Savage. He's dead. Is that a new game? I don't know when this came out. I think it is pretty new. It is very fun. Oh, we've been crippled. Nice, we leveled up. Okay. We're going to be using a lot of mana. We just need to make sure we pile up on that. Actually, I wonder if there's any reduced mana cost things, or regain mana in some way. That does regenerate mana. 8 to 11 per turn. 55 total for the cost of 22. I think that might be too slow. There you go. Max mana increased by 10. Another 15% there. Estella, hi. First time chatter, let's go. Estella, I'm sick. I got the allergies. Oh no. Yeah, big sick.
The most recent journal entries, unlike the earlier ones, are scattered in thought and structure, reflecting a troubled mind grappling with the shadows of an encroaching illness. The once meticulous and clear handwriting of your father began to unravel, morphing into erratic and fragmented scribbles. The later journal entries are consumed by an obsession with a great and mysterious event, the defeat of the dragons.
How you doing, Estella?
These majestic and fearsome creatures,
You having a good
which
day?
have long been woven into the lore of your world, are said to have been vanquished in a monumental but enigmatic battle.
I'm good, really exhausted though, like always. Oh no. How about you besides being sick? I'm doing okay. I tried to go to work today, but the ice was too slick. So I turned around and came back home and just called in. I was like, well, I'm up. I might as well do something, huh? It's Freighter. Hello. How you doing, Freighter?
The defeat of the dragons is shrouded in myth and speculation, and it seems that your father has been consumed by a quest to uncover the truth behind this historical enigma. The pages are filled with theories, speculations, and half-completed thoughts about the dragon's defeat.
Doing good,
Within
just
the
woke up.
journal
How
are
about
maps
you?
marked with unknown locations,
Doing alright.
drawings
Still
of
recovering.
draconic symbols, and notes written in a frenzied hand.
Dang allergies.
It is as if your father had been racing against time, trying to piece together a puzzle that was constantly shifting and changing in his mind.
Mushroom. I need to get some more water.
As you read the final journal entries,
I
you
will
can
be
sense
right
the
back.
urgency and desperation in your father's words.
Alrighty, I'm back. Let's go rest. Probably have the boss coming up. Yep, that's the boss. Excuse me, sir, I need a fish.
A great dwarf stands like a sentinel in the dim light. His broad shoulders and stout frame a testament to years of laborious toil within the earth's embrace. His beard, long and unkempt, is flecked with the dust of the earth, and his eyes, sharp and piercing, gleam like the very gems he unearths. The king himself said you would show. His voice booms through the cavernous tunnels, but I didn't believe anyone would be daft enough to venture here. With a swift movement, he lifts his massive pickaxe. Some truths should remain buried. Your father, alas, never grasped that wisdom.
Steal your stones. See if we can't one turn this time. Turn the crown. In the lake. Fireball. Fireball. Now he walks closer and then the mine gets him maybe? No, mine did not. We have to get out of this. Get out of this for sure. Use our health potion. So low. probably kill him. Take a gamble with this. Last one. Nice.
The prospector's words, like ghostly whispers, dance in your mind as you gaze into the serpentine depths of the caverns, pathways to the realm of the Mountain King. What secrets had your father unraveled in these silent, stone-clad halls? What had he discovered, unearthed from the veils of earth, that incited such betrayal and turned hearts against him? Such ponderings, like shadows, clung to your thoughts, unyielding and haunting.
A legendary commodity. You leveled up again. You just keep stacking intelligence, it'll be fine. On to the next quest. Destructive. Extra 50% damage. That's pretty important. Ooh, an event. My favorite.
heart of an ancient battlefield, a monument of heroism stands unbroken. A stoic figure of a warrior in stone, his head bowed as if eternally in prayer. The statue, chiseled to perfection, resembles the warrior, a crusader whose tales of valor echo throughout the stolen realm. Clad in a robe of hard granite, the figure is frozen in a posture of deep respect, its helmeted face hidden from the world. The broadsword in his grasp points downwards, its tip nestled in the ground, symbolizing his humility despite his power. His armor, detailed with lifelike intricacies in the stone, stands as a testament to his courage and strength. The very air around the statue seems heavy with the weight of countless battles fought, victories won, and sacrifices made. At the foot of the statue, a brazier burns with an ethereal light, flickering shadows playing on the stone warrior's form. The metal of various weapons, swords, axes, daggers, laid out meticulously across the brazier, glow in the spectral flame. These are offerings, tokens of respect and admiration left by fellow warriors, or maybe those who aspire to be, drawn here by the legacy of the warrior. Your strength lays in your conviction, your unyielding belief that this fight is right. The blade you wield is an extension of this conviction, a physical manifestation of your oath.
I'm not quite sure how it works, but I think might does help us. It says increases the power and of damage and healing skills for you and your summon. I think more might gives us more damage as well, even though we're a mage. Event. What exactly is this game? This is Stolen Realm. It's about... I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. It's turn-based combat, grid style. The story is about you're following your father's footsteps by reading his journal and trying to figure out what happened to him.
Crisscrossed patterns of holes punctuate
Very
the otherwise
Dungeons and Dragons
unremarkable
style.
floor. Periodically, spears thrust out from the holes in a sudden violent eruption of deadly force before retracting back into the stone floor. The spear trap has an organic rhythm to it, like a beast's heartbeat, savage and relentless. The spears are crudely fashioned. Their tips are sharpened stone, secured to thick wooden shafts with rough leather bindings. But their primitive appearance belies their lethal potential. The trap is set to skewer anyone or anything that stepped into its path without proper caution. Who will attempt to disable this lethal trap?
I like this game because he reads the stuff to you. I don't have to read it. Oh, I failed. I lost 30 health then.
With a swift
Mortally
lunge,
wounded.
the hero reaches for the kill switch. His fingers brush against the cold, rough surface, only to be snatched back as a spear erupts from the ground, narrowly missing his hand. He stumbles backward, but fails to avoid the row of spears that rise up in quick succession. A thick line of red mars his side, a deadly souvenir from his failed attempt to disarm the trap. With a reality-bending laugh that echoes within your mind, the mistress of chaos unfurls her invitation. Her voice is a melody spun of whispers, a coaxing thread of discord woven into your thoughts. It tastes like temptation, like curiosity, like a gamble against fate.
I think we go for this one.
Such a dull little toy. The air around you seems to
They don't have that much health. That was quick and easy. Nice. That's a pretty good shield. I don't think we need to rest just yet. We're looking pretty handsome, pretty dapper, very demure. That was a very easy boss fight. It was a lot harder when I did it on my melee guy who could only hit one thing at a time. Oh, that's a staff. I would like a wand to use this shield. Leveled up. Go. A little bit of health. Gotten a little close to dying a few times. Could use a few more potions. And on to the next one. Olgoy, the Devourer of Treasure. I don't think I've ever seen him. This is a first. Always the events. Oh. This looks more like a battle than an event.
A thunderous growl sets the earth trembling beneath your feet. A beast of stone and sinew lumbers towards you, an ogre named Krothug. His yellow eyes flicker with an avaricious gleam as he spots the golden pouch at your side. Gold, Krothug roared, his voice as rough as gravel. You owe
It's
Krothug
colored.
shiny.
You owe colored shiny. I ain't giving you shiny. Oh, there's two of them. There's a third one. I didn't see him. It'll be alright. That one should die. Just get far away.
With a bellow of pain and surprise, the ogre staggers back, his eyes wide. He clutches at his wounds, and then his knees buckle. With a ground-shaking thud, he crashes to the earth.
Hey, we took all of his money instead. Did I miss anything? Event. Always the events.
A monolith, a colossal structure hewn from pure obsidian towers over you. Carved into the heart of the obsidian is a single rune, a shape foreign to your knowledge. It shimmers with an emerald glow, casting an eerie radiance that pulses with arcane energy. The rune's light dances over the monolith, flowing like an ethereal stream over the obsidian surface, the sheer magic within it making the air buzz with power. The hero's fingers brushed against the smooth, cool surface of the obsidian monolith. A surge of energy courses through his veins, an electrifying connection that resonates deep within his being. The monolith's magic flows into his weary form, knitting together his wounds and revitalizing his spirit. With a reality-bending laugh
That's
that
very
echoes within your mind, the mistress of chaos unfurls her invitation. Her voice is a melody spun of whispers, a coaxing thread of discord woven into your thoughts. It tastes like temptation, like curiosity.
I don't really need the
like a
reward, but
gamble
I'm going to do
against
it
fate.
anyways because it lowers their
Such a
resistance.
dull little. The air around
So
you
they're
seems
actually
to charge.
easier to kill. It's kind of funny. Go here. Throw that up. Blow these guys up. It's just that easy. Treasure. We've made a lot of money this level. We do a ridiculous amount of damage now. And we leveled up. Let's go for the might. More damage. We're probably pretty close to the boss. That's a lot of gold bars. 10. Dang. Ah, yes, here's the boss. Some worm thing made of gold. Just one turn, kill it, you know? Ooh, ooh, that's good. Elemental skill damage up plus 2%. It's a very good shield. There's a 1. Yeah, power 1. That's better than 1. Right. 7. Technically, yes. Do I want the raw stats more than the 2% increase and the 10% chance? I think so. We'll keep that in the stash.
You remember well the tales of your father and Mountain King Ironheart, a bond forged in the deep caverns of an ancient world. Your father, a treasure seeker of renown, had a gift for unearthing relics long buried in the Earth's embrace.
Let's consider. We go here, pick this up, put it here. Fireball everybody. There we go.
Your father's discoveries were not mere trinkets. They were fragments of history, keys to understanding forgotten eras. It was this rare skill that caught the eye of Mountain King Ironheart, ruler of the dwarven halls beneath the craggy peaks. King Ironheart, a figure of legend, was as stern as the stone from which his kingdom was carved.
It's
Yet he
Andrew.
possessed a deep appreciation for the relics of the past.
What do you
He
say,
saw
buddy?
your father not just a treasure seeker, but a preserver of their heritage, a bridge to the glory of their ancestors.
He called in too. Understandable. This weather sucks. I miss it. Oh, there's one over here. I was like, is there only two of them? What's this game about? It looks neat. As you can see, it's turn-based combat. It's a lot like maybe XCOM, stuff like that. Tiled combat. The story is your father was a treasure hunter, and you're following in his tracks, following his journal to see what happened to him. I have not gotten to try that one yet. I actually thought about streaming
The
it, but I
dwarven
don't know
halls, once grand and resplendent, now stand
how
in
good that would be
ruins, a
while
shadow
being.
of their former majesty.
This game's
Walking
good
through
because he
these
reads it
crumbling
to you.
corridors, you are reminded of your father, not just in his days of vigor, but also as his mind started to fade.
Get the treasure. Huh?
It was here, among these ancient stones, that your father first showed signs of his ailment. You recall his once sharp eyes clouded with confusion, his confident steps becoming uncertain.
He did, calling it.
The onset of his illness was subtle at first, like a creeping mist, but it soon enveloped him completely.
Not the main character, but the daddy of it. How do you think he went? What do you think he died to? Two of them. And a fire barrel, my favorite. What does this do? Decreases better. Let's go with that. Our fire mage is kind of
Your
ridiculous.
father's mind, once a tapestry of stories and knowledge, became fragmented, a puzzle with pieces lost in the mists of time. The man who had guided you through these halls, who had spoken of kings and battles long past, now struggled to recall even the simplest of tales.
Probably some like magical bullshit or monster. But I'd really find it funny if like he slipped and fell. Yeah. That's
As
what
you
we're here
draw
to
near
find
the
out.
dwarven throne, a profound melancholy envelops Ironheart. Long ago, the king began, his voice echoing off the cold stone walls. Our halls shone with the light of 1,000 torches, and our forges burned bright, crafting wonders the likes of which the world has never seen since. And now, the Mountain King gestures dismally at the surrounding ruins. Long have the dragons slumbered, His voice rumbles deep as the earth, but we paid dearly for it. A tempest of fire and fury they were. In our desperation, we turned to forbidden powers, dark powers. He pauses, his gaze distant, haunted. We tried, lad. You can't say we didn't try.
Yeah, pretty much.
With sudden intensity, his eyes, like smoldering coals, fix on you. Your father, he had an insatiable curiosity, always delving where eyes shouldn't pry. He dug too deep, too greedily in my kingdom. A madness dances in the Mountain King's eyes, the flickering flames of a once noble spirit now consumed by fear and desperation. I sent them, the bandits, to protect what is mine. But you persisted, like your father, and now you leave me no choice. I cannot allow you or your father's legacy to leave these halls. The secrets of my kingdom must remain within these walls, even if it means your end.
How'd you sleep, brother? Haven't slept yet. I slept pretty good. I took my allergy pills and it just put me out, you know? Mountain King Iron. Alright, I'm gonna throw this barrel at him. And we're gonna light the ground on fire. He is now shocked. He cannot perform actions. We're gonna immolate him. Going to place a mine at his feet. We're gonna throw a fireball at him. Throw another fireball at him. I'm also going to light myself on fire. Stand just close enough that it hits. He's at 14 HP. Alright, he said.
With a final mighty blow, you strike down the mighty dwarf. The madness in Ironheart's eyes fade, and for a moment he is the noble king he once was. Suddenly, from the depths of his armor, a soft glow begins to emerge. It's a light so pure and gentle, it seems out of place in the dark, cold hall. A small feather, illuminated in a halo of light, floats gracefully from his chest. It's a robin's feather, delicate and beautiful, a symbol of life and new beginnings. Compelled by an unknown force, you reach out and grasp the feather. The moment your fingers touch it, the world around you dissolves. You are enveloped in a memory so vivid, it's as though you've been transported through time. You find yourself in the dwarven halls of restored splendor, one filled with warmth and laughter. Before you sits Ironheart, but not as the deranged monarch you had just battled. This is Ironheart in his youth, a robust and cheerful king, his eyes sparkling with joy and kindness. On his lap, giggling
Give me
with
some of those
innocent
allergy
delight,
pills.
is
Alright,
a small dwarven child. His
I'll
daughter,
bring you some tomorrow.
she playfully tugs at his beard, her laughter echoing through the hall, a sound of pure happiness.
If the roads are good enough to drive. I tried to go to work today, but like I said, I spun out, slid around, came back home. I was like, screw it. It's not worth it.
As the memory fades, you find yourself back in the present, with the magical feather still warm in your hand. For a long moment, you stare at it, recalling your reading about this very feather in your father's journal. You had dismissed it as a figment of your father's illness-induced imagination, a fanciful creation born from the erratic and fragmented later entries of the journal. But now, as the feather lay tangible and radiant in your hand, the reality of its existence shakes your understanding of what is possible. Chronicled within the journal is not only this feather, but also other items of mystical importance scattered across the realm. The next item of importance, as described in the journal, is an amulet, said to be in the possession of a sultan in the deserts of Wormrest.
Now it looks like we're going to the desert next. Level up. Hate calling in. Yeah, I feel you. Let's get that flat damage increase. Yeah, I feel you. It's supposed to snow for a while. I might have enough PTO for tomorrow as well if I needed. I think I had 16 hours that I put in today. Which sucks because there goes all my PTO. If you're not going to use it for a snow day, then when are you going to use it? .3 hours. I was trying to save mine up for the week of your birthday. 6 hours short. Damn. Yeah. Just ask Gary if you can put in for time off without pay for that last little bit. He's done that for a few people. If you put in PTO for most of the week and then a day without PTO, he allows it sometimes.
As you set foot into the vast, sun-scorched expanse of Wormrest Desert, the words of Ironheart echo ominously in your mind. Ironheart, that mad king, had spoken of dragons with a tone that melded reverence with dread.
But there you go. I think you can squeeze that in, huh? Well, there's a lot of these little guys. was an honor, fellas. I think we need to do some side quests, though. Monday would be Memorial Day. These last few days just ain't been it, Chief. I know what you mean. Trust me, it's been a struggle for me for sure. Am I gonna fight the sun? Defeat the Sun Queen. Let's go see what this is. Here, he just leaves your message on red. Yeah. He does that. He does that on purpose. Last guy's over here. I doubt he'll walk into that, but it's worth a try. He takes one step forward. Yep. You fool. You absolute imbecile. Uh-oh, it's the ball crusher. I fucked that up.
A mechanical crusher stirs, a disquieting symphony of iron and ingenuity. You hesitate, eyes fixated on the massive plate being drawn upward by intricate network of gears and pulleys, the metallic heartbeat of this contraption. Its cyclical dance is dreadfully mesmerizing, a lift and a plunge, a mechanical predator that threatens to crush everything in its path. Who will attempt to disarm the trap?
We got it.
From the nearby rubble surrounding the mechanism, the hero heaves a large rock, misshapen and rough-edged. With all his might, the rock is hurled into the gears, a desperate bid against the machine's relentless rhythm. Sparks fly as the jagged stone bites into the rotating cogs, grinding against the unforgiving steel. The grating of metal against stone fills the air as the rock is ground down bit by bit, the gears grinding to a halt. With a final resounding thud, the machine sputters and dies.
Another event. Oh, it's a twister. The events have a chance to give you like really good passive stuff, so that's why I like doing them a lot.
A wall of sand rises
Not
in the
always,
distance,
but sometimes.
a monstrous tidal wave dwarfing everything in its path. The sandstorm charges forward, obliterating the line between sky and earth, reducing your world to a violent haze of golden fury. Your lips are soon parched, and every breath you take is laden with dust, but surrendering is not an option. The world around you disappears into a blur of swirling sand, each gust of wind stinging like 1,000 tiny knives against your exposed skin. What will you do?
Hey, we win these.
Hefting your cloak around your shoulders,
Alfie!
you press on. Your heartbeat
It's
thunders in
Alfie!
your ears, providing a rhythm that guides your steps. Your breathing, harsh
Hi,
and ragged,
Alfie.
becomes a melody that
Thank you for the
harmonizes with the
follow.
howling winds. Hours blur into moments,
Galachi!
and time seems to lose its meaning.
Alfie!
But at long last, the fury of the storm begins to diminish.
Hi,
The
Alfie, I'm
whirling
sick.
wall of sand recedes, revealing a sky filled with stars that blink
But
down
it's
at you
okay.
like age-old spectators, witnessing the
I got
end
the
of
day
this
off work.
ordeal.
Whoa. What's up, Andrew? Event? Just woke up, glad to see you streaming. Well, good morning. Since I have the day off work, I figured I might as well be doing something, huh?
Rising from the earth like the tooth of some gargantuan beast, an obelisk crafted entirely from limestone, ancient and weathered, stands proud and defiant. Upon the weather-beaten stone, a single white rune is etched, glowing softly in the dying light of the day. Its luminescence pulsing gently, in rhythm with the heart of the world. Even from a distance, you can sense its potent magic, a beacon drawing you towards it.
Give me brilliance.
The hero extends his hand, his fingertips barely brushing against the cool, rugged surface. Instantly, a pulse of energy courses through him, his mind's expanding, their senses sharpening. A sudden clarity washes over him, like a veil lifting from their eyes.
I am interested to see. This says 97 to 131. Say I change this to intelligence. We actually lose damage there. If I change it to might. 97 to 131. So might. 8 might is about the same as 6%. Which is interesting. And intelligence does not increase our damage. That's good to know. Just gives us more mana. Anything hidden around here? Alright, Scorpion, let's do this.
With a reality-bending laugh that echoes within your mind, the Mistress of Chaos unfurls her invitation. Her voice is a melody spun of whispers, a coaxing thread of discord woven into your thoughts. It tastes like temptation, like curiosity, like a gamble against fate. Such a dull little toy you are, she coos, her words a twisted lullaby. The air
Go full
around you
greed.
seems...
Full greed. Oh yeah, we do the damage. That should kill him. I'll put this here. He'll die next turn. Fire Mage is kind of ridiculous. Okay. I need mana back. Let's go rest.
flames of a bonfire dance in the air, their warmth spreading. You feel well rested.
Boss time. Anything else hanging out? No. The Sun Queen. Critical hit chance, he said. Wonder if I can throw this closer and then walk over to the critical hit. Yes. Oh, he hit her with everything we got. Oh, we leveled up. Nice. For leveling up. Do we want to try and get up our critical hit chance? Or just base damage? I feel like base damage is better here. Especially since we have damage over time stuff though. I'm putting points into light so we can get down to these, which increases everything by 20%. Very good. Later game stuff. Defeat the broker. Just a night, 2 roads. Might as well be in the reduced damage zone. gonna stand right here. I'm gonna put this right there. He dodged. You mad lad. Event. Target dummies.
Arrayed before you stand 4 armored target dummies, motionless metal sentinels. Yet, as you approach, a voice calls out, strangely alive and full of mirth. Well, well, it cackles, the sound strangely amplified around you. What have we here? The sorriest excuse for a hero I've ever seen. Your brow furrows in confusion, but before you can react, another voice chimes in. You call those muscles? My grandma's knitting needles are thicker. The jibes seem to come from the dummies. A bizarre enchantment has breathed life into them. Go on, hero, a dummy taunts. Show us what little you've got.
We are being shunned by
My grandmother could hit harder than
shunned
you,
and
She
shamed
was inanimate.
by inanimate objects. Let's go burning ground. That will kill them. That should kill him. Not bad. Not bad.
You stand in awe of the towering statue of the Conqueror, cast in finely hewn stone and bathed in celestial light. He is known well in the Stolen Realm, a legend whispered about in awe and veneration. His pose is one of undeniable valor, his mighty weapon held aloft, as if beckoning the armies of the world to follow in its wake. A figure of myth and history, a man who made all the Stolen Realm kneel to his glory. To kneel is not to surrender, but to acknowledge a power greater than oneself.
Let's see how that compares. Our Fire Blast has 111. Change this, that. 112. So it is actually a little bit better. A dragon. I heard from Lumi that all dragons are into war. I don't know how true that is though. Maybe only 95% of them. that should kill you. Need to rest for the mana. Should be boss time pretty soon. Whoever this broker guy is.
The flames of a bond you feel.
A magma golem.
With a reality-bending laugh that echoes within your mind, the Mistress of Chaos unfurls her invitation. The Mistress of Chaos.
We're gonna deny her this time.
The flames of a bonfire you feel.
There's the boss. The broker. See if I can't put this over here. Go hang out in the critical hit zone. That was too easy. Okay. Level up. reduce our mana costs. Ta-da. So flat damage increase. +5 fire damage. Use that. Okay, I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick. I'll put on the BRB screen. Be right back. Okay? Okay, I am back. Sorry for the wait. Let's go do this. So tired. But it's lunchtime. Grab you a bite to eat. I have string cheese. You don't have to wait on Gary. You're not going to be going to work, right? Whether he accepts it or not, it's not going to change anything. It's not a PTO request, it's a PTO warning. We'll be doing 130. Need a little bit more. Yeah, that's cool. Show you what I sent this time. Yeah, it seems fine. You know what I said? I called Kevin and was like, hey, I just calling to let you know I put in PTO for today. Couldn't make it to work. But he's like, alright, let me know if you need tomorrow off too. Kevin's a good boss. I think he understood. Yeah, it's pretty bad in town too. Like I said, I was sliding all over the place. I only got to the end of the street and I was like, fuck this, I'm going back. I'm gonna take a gamble and say this guy can probably walk to about here. This and generate. Oh, he went a little further than I thought. They are dead. I probably working 10 Friday, so either I get 10 extra hours on paycheck or it equals out to 40 because he didn't accept the paycheck. That's true. Either way, you should probably get some sleep. Huh?
The flames of a you feel well rested. Four simple target dummies stand assembled in front of you, identical and humble in their simplicity. Yet, as you step closer, a voice calls out. "Aha, boys, look here," comes a rough, husky voice that is decidedly out of place coming from an inanimate object. You glance around, a puzzled look on your face, your eyes finally landing on the straw dummies. "Look at this sorry sight," the voice continues, a chuckle in its tone. "I think we're looking at the walking definition of a zero. Is there such a thing as the opposite of a hero? Because if so, that's what you are." A chorus of laughter rings out from the straw figures. "Will you teach these dummies a lesson? If looks could kill, I'd be dead already."
Well, we can't reach those two. They will have to wait. Be free later. Want to play Marvel Rivals? Perhaps. I'll see how I'm feeling. I might just be asleep again. Hard to say.
Before you rises an obelisk of hewn sandstone, solitary and ancient. The monolith's surface is etched with the brutal reality of time, but a rune of sapphire nestled at its heart pulses with a serene light, untouched by the centuries. Drawn by the intoxicating power the rune emanates, you step closer, squinting against light. Each step throws your shadow against the towering stone, dwarfing you, yet infusing you with a sense of determination. With cautious reverence, the hero extends a gloved hand, his fingers brushing the obelisk. The coolness of the sandstone against his palm is a stark contrast to the power emanating from the rune. He hesitates, then presses his hand fully onto the sapphire rune. The immediate rush of power is like a cold stream cascading through his veins, a tingling sensation that left him momentarily breathless. He can feel the essence of the rune surging through him, weaving its magic into the very fabric of his being. A quiet gasp escapes him as his senses are washed in the magic's vibrancy, the sensation filling him with a vitality he had not felt in years.
There's the boss. He's got over 1,000 health. I don't think I can reach from here to there. The damage increase. Take this, throw it over here. Burning ground. Let's move to the critical hit. That was easy. Okay. That's a good hat. Keeping that. Plus 13%. Right. What does that compare? Huh? What do we do? 135. Change to this. 146. That's significantly better. Okay. Put on this hat. 159. I might buy this back just for the just to be as a stat stick, you know. That's all it is. And now we do 159. This 164. Be nice if it was one-handed though. What do you have, good sir? Nothing of interest.
The Emberlands, a land of fire and fury, stretches before you. A vast expanse of smoldering lava pits and billowing heat vents. Despite the unforgiving surroundings, the weight of guilt and anguish caused by your father's ailment begins to dissolve.
That one spell might actually just kill them next turn. Maybe not this one. Yeah, possible. He hasn't decided what to do. Okay. Use the gun.
Even in death, you find solace knowing your father's mind and soul are now liberated from the malicious illness that had transformed him. You can now cherish the memories of joyous moments spent with him, instead of being haunted by the somber shadows that once lingered. The journey through the Emberlands is a trial by fire, both literally and metaphorically. Yet with each step, you feel a growing sense of exhilaration. In this land of fire, you're on the cusp of a new chapter in the tale that had begun in the pages of your father's journal.
Three frost mages in fire ones. An interesting place for you guys to hang out. I'm just saying.
dragons are not just the beasts of mere legend, but living embodiments of the primal forces that shape the world. They are beings of ancient might, their very presence commanding awe and dread in equal measure. They are
Oh, we leveled up. I didn't even notice. This is good. The first time you die, you revive with 1 HP and become immune. It gives us an extra. Go with that. Just keep going, Mike.
Here
Might
amidst the
is right.
flames and ash, you will face one, a creature of myth and majesty, so fearsome and terrible it caused all of the realm to cower and shrink. Breaking that smoke trail probably wasn't the best thing to do. I'm just saying. Despite the danger ahead, you feel a call to this new adventure, a call that resonates within the very core of your heart.
There's the dragon. Excuse me while I go fishing.
Emerging from a smoky haze is the massive form of a full-grown red dragon, an ancient creature of legend and the embodiment of the Emberlands itself. The dragon's wings, vast and powerful, beat against the sky, each stroke a tempest that sends waves of hot air swirling through the scorched landscape. Its wingspan is like a canvas upon which the tales of ages could be written, a testament to the countless years it has soared above the realm. Its talons, sharp and deadly, are like swords forged in the deepest fires of the earth, capable of rending stone and metal alike. They scrape against the hardened ground, sending sparks flying, a display of its fearsome prowess and the lethal grace with which it moves. The dragon's breath is a spectacle of wild flame, erratic and destructive, a force of nature unleashed. With every exhalation, torrents of fire pour from its maw, painting the air with streaks of incandescence. The flames dance around its head like a crown of chaos, a reminder that this creature is the very incarnation of flame, a being for whom fire is both breath and essence. Never have you felt more alive than in this moment, standing before the red dragon in the heart of its domain.
Alright, let's see. We don't want that. Damage increase, that sounds pretty good. Go with that. Apocalypse. Uh-oh. Uh, will he die by himself? 218. No, it doesn't seem. There we go. Nice and easy. The Blessed Leviathan Skull. That's pretty good.
The
think we'll wear
dragon's
that.
massive form crashes to the ground, its flames extinguishing in a plume of smoke and ash. The land seems to hold its breath, the sky quieting as the last roar of the dragon fades into silence. You stand amidst the smoldering landscape, feeling the weight of what has transpired, yet even as you contemplate your victory, you know that your journey is far from over. The realm had become safer, a measure of peace restored. But other dragons still saw the skies, and new challenges would undoubtedly arise. The thought of these new challenges stirs within your heart the beginnings of another adventure.
What did I die to last time? It was a spider. And now we're killing dragons. I think we can take that spider on now. Put this helmet on. Oh, we beat the campaign. We still haven't followed this, the journal, though.
As you set foot into the vast, sun-scorched expanse of Wormrest Desert, the words of Ironheart echo ominously in your mind. Ironheart, that mad king, had spoken of dragons with a tone that melded reverence with dread. The dragons, magnificent and terrifying creatures of legend, had been defeated in an event so shrouded in mystery that it was scarcely more than a whisper in the winds of history. Your father
it
had
was
been
me.
consumed
I
by
just
a
did
need
it.
to unearth the truth behind this event, a secret so perilous that Ironheart had made it clear he would kill to keep it hidden. The journal spoke of a once great kingdom, now fallen to ruin and despair, burdened with a terrible curse. Your father had chronicled the darkness in his writings. It had descended upon the land following the defeat of the dragons, a shadow that twisted and corrupted.
Ooh, that's pretty good. Let's go.
The journal spoke of a king who had once been just and fair, now turned into a mere jester of the encroaching darkness, his will enslaved by the very shadows that ruled his kingdom. Stories such as this were usually the stuff of legends and folk tales. But in recent times it had become all too common, a reflection of a world increasingly ensnared by turmoil and darkness. The transformation of the Sultan's lands in the Wyrmrest Desert from a welcoming oasis of culture and hospitality into a realm of suspicion and guarded secrecy was a stark and disheartening change. Once travelers from all corners of the realm were greeted with open arms, invited to share in the vibrant traditions and rich history of Wyrmrest.
Doom Soul the Hungry. Look at him and feel fear.
The Sultan's subjects, once engaged in the pursuits of trade, art, and learning, were now conscripted into a relentless search for items of arcane power. These relics were sought after with a zeal that
Still
bordered on
dying over here.
fanaticism, spurred on by the Sultan's unquenchable thirst for dominance.
I feel better than when I started streaming. slowly getting better.
The air is thick with tension as you stand before the once noble ruler of Wormrest. The Sultan's eyes, once a reflection of wisdom and kindness, now burn with an unsettling fervor for power. In Wormrest, strength is the only currency that holds any value. The weak are nothing but dust beneath the feet of the mighty. He says with a voice that is cold and unyielding, "My lands are sacred, and every stone, every grain of sand is protected by my strength." His gaze fixes upon you with a predatory intensity. You are an intruder, seeking to lay claim to the treasures that rightfully belong to me. You seek to undermine my authority, and for that, the sentence can only be death.
Yeah, let's see how he does. First, we'll immolate him. Light the ground on fire. Light myself on fire. Stand a little bit closer. I'll shoot a fire blast at him. And a fireball. And he's dead. Ooh, look at that. Plus 10 might.
In a final catastrophic moment, volatile energies tear through the Sultan, reducing him to nothing but ash. From the remnants of the Sultan's demise, a faint light begins to emerge, growing brighter and more tangible. Out of the ashes floats an amulet, its gold shimmering with an ethereal light, untouched by the destruction that had just unfolded. The moment your fingers touch the necklace, a rush of energy surges through you, and you are transported once more into a vivid memory that is not your own. You find yourself witnessing a moment of profound intimacy and love. The Sultan, a man now unrecognizable from the tyrant you had just faced, in a tender embrace with a beautiful woman with raven black hair. The Sultan's expression, devoid of the hardness and cruelty that had marked his face in battle, is filled with genuine affection and happiness. The couple seem utterly at peace, lost in their love for each other. As quickly as it had begun, the vision dissipates, leaving you standing in the blinding heat of Wormrest. With the amulet now in your possession, you turn your attention back to the path laid out in your father's journal. It beckons you onwards, towards the vast and treacherous expanse of the sea.
Let's check out this gun. Oh yeah. Maybe we start building critical hit chains. It's possible to get that up to like 50%. Should be ridiculous. It might increase first. Oh, he just straight up upgrades your stuff. Nice. I wonder how much you can upgrade. It is quite expensive. You can upgrade once. Gotcha. Ah, they don't die when they die. Don't you just hate when that happens? And I can't reach them. Yeah. Never been to this area before. It's kind of nice. Ooh, what's this? Who are you, sir?
A lone prisoner, clothed in frayed rags,
mad maid.
stands in a circle of magic chains. Each glows with a strange power. One blazes with searing fire, the second shimmers with frosty ice, and the third crackles with wild bolts of thunder and lightning. As you approach,
He's the Avatar.
prisoner's eyes flicker to life, a spark of hope kindling within the depth of his tired gaze. You can free me, he rasps, his voice hoarse from disuse. I beg you, grant me this freedom. Look at me, bound by the cruelty of these chains. They leech my power, my essence. His eyes, a mirror to his tormented soul, flash with a haunting light as he glances down at the chains. Help me, and I will help you. It is a trade, a pact, an oath. I've been trapped here for centuries, my power bound, my voice unheard. Release me from this torment, adventurer, he pleads.
Let's do it. Fire damage +7, and we only get a downside for the duration of the quest.
Under the prisoner's guidance, you step forward, bracing yourself as you reach for the chain of molten flame. The heat sears into your flesh, the fire's magic sinking deep into your core, but you persist. and the chain evaporates into smoke. A crazed laugh fills the air. The prisoner's eyes are light with anticipation. Good, good. Now the next one.
Oh, we can keep doing this. We get experience for doing this, so we might as well.
As you touch the second chain, an intense cold spreads through you, frost forming on your skin, a biting chill that gnaws at your bones. Yet you stand firm, absorbing the magic until the icy chain too dissipates into frosty mist. Yes, one more. You're almost there. The prisoner cackles, his excitement bordering on hysteria.
Legacy of the Mad Mage. What have you unleashed upon the world? Permanent. Wonder what that does. Let's go for it.
You reach for the third chain. The shock hits you like a punch, sending jolts of electricity coursing through your body. You grit your teeth against the pain, absorbing the raw power until the last chain bursts into sparks and vanishes. At last, the prisoner cries, his laughter echoing across the barren landscape. Freedom! As the chains fall away, a storm of elements spirals around him. Fire, ice, and lightning coalesce in a swirling vortex that engulfs him. Then, just as abruptly, the elements vanish along with the prisoner, leaving you alone to ponder what you have unleashed.
A small price to pay. We now have fire damage, cold damage, and lightning damage we can use. We always have to ask what is better. 234. 240, so that's actually slightly better. How about the stat increase versus raw damage? 244. 240. So raw damage is better than the stat increase. Elemental damage is better than raw damage, interestingly enough. Oh. It's the guy we just freed, I think. Now he's 3 people.
You come under the heavy gaze of 3 formidable wizards, each adorned in robes representing their affinity for distinct elements: fire, ice, and lightning. A remnant of the elemental chain's power pulses within you, resonating with the magical auras of the wizards. The tallest of the trio, a stern woman wreathed in an aura of flickering flames, steps forward. You, she declares, her voice echoing, you have released the Mad Mage. Caught off guard, you try to explain, to justify your actions. But the icy-eyed wizard silences you with a frost-laden hand. You have unleashed chaos into the world.
Whoa,
says,
it's chaos.
His voice as chilling as his gaze.
Long time no see.
And chaos must be subdued.
Chaos must be subdued. You're just in time. Get her. The Galaxy Stream. Hello. I had the day off work because of snow day, and I am also sick. So I figured, let's play a chill game and just stream. Huh? No, be sick. It's just allergies. It's fine. Stuffy nose, a little bit of a cough. But I feel healthy otherwise.
The third wizard, shrouded in an aura of crackling electricity, steps in. You have a task, adventurer.
Hope you feel
he
better
declares,
soon. Thank you.
Sparks dancing
How are you
around him
doing,
as he
though?
Speaks. You must capture the Mad Mage and return him to his chains. He must pay for the turmoil he has caused. And if you fail... The fiery wizard's voice drops, her gaze harder than a dragon's scales. Then you will find Oblivion a lenient fate compared to what we shall impose.
Just got home from work. Nice. So you're a couple hours ahead of me, huh? How was work, though? Did you have a good day? And should we agree to try and capture the Mad Mage again? Or should we stick with our choice of freeing him? I'm sure I missed the stream, but very happy I caught you. Well, I'm happy you're here. Capture? Okay. We must subdue chaos.
With a determined nod, you accept the charge, your resolve solidifying under the heavy gaze of the elemental wizards. You will find the Mad Mage. You will right your wrong.
There he is. Hang on, let me take your money first. $300. And some intelligence.
After what feels like an eternity, you find him. The Mad Mage stands at the heart of a whirling tempest of raw elemental power. Fire, ice, and lightning cascade off him in radiant waves, painting a terrifying tableau against the sky. As you approach, the Mad Mage turns, a warm smile stretching across his gaunt face. If it isn't my liberator,
I need
he
to
says
find some
calmly,
floor
stepping
intelligence.
forward. His
Same.
gaze is as wild as the swirling elements around him.
Here,
Tell me,
sounds
have
good.
you come to wish me well in my
Get
freedom?
you something good, okay?
Or have you grown to fear what you cannot control?
I will lurk. Yeah.
Ah, so it is. The Mad Mage sighs, the tempest of elements around him briefly subsiding. It's a pity, my liberator. I'd hoped you were different. A silence falls between you. The only sound the crackling of fire, the drip of melting ice, and the low hum of electricity. The disappointment in the Mad Mage's voice echoes in your ears. But then, the silence is broken as the Mad Mage's expression hardens, his eyes flaring with newfound determination. No more, he thunders, his voice echoing across the landscape. No more chains. Your ignorance, your fear, it will be your downfall.
What does he have? Almost 2 grand health. 3 grand mana. Resists everything but physical. What do we have? There's an ice barrel over here. That could be useful if I could throw it. Elemental overload. I dodged it. Yeah, well, you tried, sir. My secret technique, gun to the face. Ooh, mythic wand. 14 intelligence.
In the face of your relentless onslaught, the Mad Mage overreaches, drawing too deeply from his own wellspring of power. His laughter turns into a scream as his own magic consumes him, the elemental tempest reaching a climax and then suddenly imploding, a violent silence replacing the chaos. When the dust and steam clear, the Mad Mage is gone, his body reduced to ashes by his own elemental might. In the midst of the smoldering remains, a single object catches your eye. A worn, leather-bound book, untouched by the elemental fury that had consumed its master.
This is very good if we used multiple elements, but we kind of only use fire.
Cautiously,
Of course,
you
we'll
pick
take it
up.
anyways.
The cover reads, Expeditions in Elemental Equilibrium by Jason the Devastatingly Sane.
Jason the Devastatingly Sane. You mean the Madman? I don't think he stayed sane. Wonder how good this buff is, though. This is a mythic fortune. It's better than 6% per element. Then it just outright beats this. We'll have to see.
With a reality-bending laugh that echoes within your mind, the Mistress of Chaos unfurls her. The Mistress of Chaos seems to leap.
$235. Did we get the buff for that? No. These guys are all melee. I'm gonna put this on top of me. For when they come and try and smack me. Adds 12 damage to element. 266. I think it was better just to go for the flat 6%. Unless we used other elements. Maybe we get some more skill points. I can grab something that doesn't have any AP cost and just get the buff from each tier. And then we nuke them with fire. That could work. Let's get some mana back.
The flames of a bonfire. You feel
Money. Money. Boss fight. But first we take our money. The Valkyrie Commander. power burst is just ridiculous for one person. There's the level up. Let's go lightning. Do we have any skills that does damage but does not cost any AP? No. Go with this one. More might. Admiral Blackbeard.
As you navigate the stony ruins of the Water Temple, your mind wanders to the lessons of your past, to the days spent under your father's tutelage in the art of combat. He, a warrior of great renown, had trained you with a rigor that bordered on the relentless.
So that adds 12 damage. Now when we use this, get another 12 damage. 373. Fireball. Burning ground. Aura of flame. The land of mine.
Days spent training with your father, filled with the clash of steel and the stern guidance of a master swordsman, were etched deeply in your memory. He had been a formidable teacher,
Floor intelligence.
imparting not just the skills of battle, but the principles of honor, courage, and discipline. Each of your father's lessons was a building block in the foundation of the warrior you had become.
Floor might.
But amidst these memories of strength and learning, there lurked darker recollections, shadows cast by the creeping fog of your father's illness. You remembered one day when the line between training and reality had blurred dangerously. You had been practicing in the courtyard, the sun casting long shadows on the ground, when suddenly a change came over your father. On that day, the clarity in your father's eyes was replaced by a distant, haunted look. In that moment, he no longer saw his pupil before him, but an actual adversary. His strikes were no longer controlled and measured, but wild and ferocious.
Hey, buddy. Nice gun.
Your thoughts wander, drawing parallels between the personal turmoil you had witnessed in your father and the dark transformation that had swept across the realm. It is as if the creeping shadows that had clouded your father's once
It's a lot of vitality.
and mind were mirrored in the changing landscape of the world around you.
What did it say our damage was? With the 2 buffs, it was like... I think it was 300, wasn't it? Or 270? It's like plus 24. What is that? 284. If we went with this, 274. I'll figure it out next battle. 274.
In the heart of the ancient ruins, where the whispers of the sea merge with the echoes of a forgotten past, you finally come face to face with the dread pirate Blackbeard. He stands like a specter of old, his figure imposing, clad in tattered sea-worn garb, a rapier in one hand glinting with ghostly light, and a hook for a hand gleaming menacingly in the other. Another fool comes seeking to take what is mine? Blackbeard's voice is a growl, as rough as the tempestuous seas he has mastered. Robbers, come to plunder my treasure. Blackbeard's eyes, dark as the deepest ocean trenches, bore into you with a mix of distrust and deadly malice. The years at sea, chasing treasure and battling the waves, have etched lines of cunning and cruelty into his face. His greed, like a malignant shadow, has consumed him, leaving in its wake a man driven by paranoia and the relentless pursuit of wealth.
Blackbeard has a lot of health. Okay. I wish I could get that buff. Go with the stun chance then. Okay. Yeah, 332. That's pretty damn good. Blackbeard's dead.
Shadowy chains, manifestations of the curse that had consumed Blackbeard's soul, emerge from the abyss, reaching for the fallen pirate. With an inexorable grip, they pull him down into the unfathomable depths of darkness, an abyss where greed and power has led him. A soft glow emanates from the spot where Blackbeard had vanished. There, lying amidst the ancient stones of the temple, is a brilliant gold coin, radiant and untouched by the darkness that had just been vanquished. Tentatively, you reach out and touch the coin, its surface cool and smooth under your fingers. You are carried aboard a ship, the deck alive with the sounds of the sea, the creaking of wood, the cry of gulls and the rush of the wind. Here, amidst the salt and spray, sits a young Blackbeard, his face unmarked by the years of hardship and cruelty that would later define him. His hair is tousled by the sea breeze, and his eyes sparkle with the untamed spirit of adventure. The young Blackbeard is laughing heartily, surrounded by his shipmates, as they engage in a game of chance. The atmosphere is light and jovial, filled with the camaraderie of men and women who share a love for the sea and the thrill of adventure. They are brothers in arms, united by the bonds forged in the vast and unpredictable embrace of the ocean. Your mind is awash with questions, a torrent as tumultuous as the sea that surrounds the ruins. The memories unveiled by these magical artifacts paints pictures of lives that had once been, lives of men before they were consumed by the shadows of their desires. You can't help but ponder the enigma your father is unraveling, a mystery that intertwines the fates of these men with the ancient and mysterious defeat of the dragons. The journal now points towards a new destination, the frosty peaks of Frostwrought Mountain.
Level up. Now we can get a cold spell. Cross shards. More might. My allergy meds are kicking in. I think I need to take another nap. What is this? Antihistamines? Something like that. You want to raid somebody? Anybody? Oh, I played that game recently. Let's raid Elio. They're playing a game about digging a hole. Played that game the other day. It's a bit interesting. Pretty chill game too. Guys, thank you for lurking. Thank you for watching. Thank you everyone who stood hi. I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Bye bye.